Hey everyone, we're going to take a look at number 9 in section 3.2. We're given the function that's basically the cube root of x, and we're asked to compute the derivative of that function at x equals 64, f prime of 64, and then find an equation of the tangent line to the graph at x equals 64. So that makes sense why we're computing the derivative at 64. Okay, so first things first, we want to find the derivative. And the first thing I would do is rewrite this function. The cube root of x is x to the 1/3 power. Notice they're not saying use the limit definition to find the derivative, and therefore we can use the derivative rules. In particular, I'm going to use the power rule, right? That says the derivative of x to the n for any real number n. We basically bring the power down n and subtract 1, n minus 1. So I get n times x to the n minus 1. So here I bring the 1/3 down, x to the what? Subtract 1 from 1/3. 1/3 minus 3/3 is negative 2/3. Negative 2/3. So there's my derivative. Now I want to evaluate that derivative at 64. Remember, x to the negative 2/3 is 1 divided by x to the positive 2/3. So I want to put it in this form so I can evaluate it, right? So it's 1 over 64 to the 2/3. And 64 to the 2/3, the third down there, the 1/3 is the cube root, and then of course the 2 is squaring. So if I take the cube root of 64 and then square it, that's what we're talking about. The cube root of 64 is 4. Right, 4 cubed is equal to 64. So the cube root of 64 is 4. And then I'm going to square 4 and get 16. So this is just 1/16. 64 to the 2/3 power is 16. So I've got 1/3 times 1/16. 3 times 16 is 148. So there's the first thing, compute f prime of 64. There it is. Now we're to find the equation of the tangent line. Well, notice what we've just computed, that's the slope of the tangent line, right? M is f prime of 64, which is 148. The point of tangency, of course, we're looking when x is 64. I need to find the y value, and of course I'm going to use the original function, right? I'm finding the y coordinate when x is 64 of this function. So I need to just basically do what? Take the cube root of 64. That's the function, which is 4. So I get 64 comma 4. And so now I can plug into my point slope form. I know y1 is my value 4. My x1 is 64 and m is 148. Just solving for y now, I distribute the 148 through. 64 48 simplifies to 4/3. And then I'm going to add 4 to both sides to combine these as one fraction, which they do want your results in fraction form. 4 is 12/3. Negative 4 plus 12 then is 8/3. And there is your tangent line equation. Okay, I hope this helps.